Okay. Your son is facing a PC 242 charge for the January incident on the school bus. Do you think that's what this particular charge, a battery charge, is intended for?
No, it is not. Absolutely not. A charge, a PC 242 charge, is a serious charge. My son spit gum out of a school bus window. It was not his intention to hurt anyone. He wasn't angry. He wasn't being offensive. He wasn't strategically trying to target this gentleman's face, and I'm going to absolutely not. That charge is intended for an offender who is purposefully, aggressively um, trying to harm someone.
What is the most concerning about this whole ordeal, and what you and your son have faced as a result?
Well, my son's self-esteem has definitely been hurt and damaged. My son was not able to go to school, to be around his friends. My son, his education was disrupted. He had to learn a whole new program. And thank goodness he has a good support system. He's around people that love him, that encourage him. His teacher in alternative education was very supportive in helping him get through this process so he could complete his classes. But still, that late in the school year, he had a lot to do. He had a lot of pressure. And we just felt like that the school was tremendously, as well as the police department, was tremendously insensitive in regards to his education and in regards to how to treat this whole process. You know, there's the letter of the law and there's the spirit of the law. And I think that our police department in this regard and our educational system has forgotten about that.
Are you working to appeal this particular charge that they're looking to press against your son?
Yes, I will appeal it, and with the education system, my whole focus had been on being there for my son. The alternative education program is not an easy program. There is a lot of work. My son had to pretty much get through 3 chapters of work a day, and he had approximately 5 classes to complete. It was a lot of work. He still has his math class to complete and some of his English, but overall he did a good job. So he put in the effort, he put in the work, and he got it done.
What kind of discipline, if any, do you think was merited in this situation?
You know, I definitely don't understand the police involvement aspect of it, and I certainly don't understand putting a battery charge on a 12-year-old, a 7th grader, you know, spitting gum out of a school bus window. It is crazy, you know, it's strange, but I believe that reason will prevail. I believe that reason will prevail, and but no, my son, for him to have a record, it gives the appearance that he did something really, really egregious, and that is just not the case. It's false. What type of discipline could have been done, or how could they have handled this better? I think first of all they should have included me in the whole process. I think the police officer interrogating my son in that manner, reading him his rights, without my being present, without any guardian there. It was, you know, my son began to cry profusely when they called me and told me they had my son in the office. I said, let me speak to my son. It took me 30 minutes being here on the phone. I said, I'm talking to you, I'm here with you, I'm going to calm you down, calm down. He cried throughout the whole process. It took me 30 minutes to calm him down. Once I had him calm down, I told him, all I want you to do is sit there, I'm on my way. And I came and I went to the school because I didn't want to leave right away without calming his spirit and such a and with him still being so aggravated and so saddened and frustrated and humiliated by this whole process. So once I calmed him down, I said I'm on my way, and I went to the school and I picked up my son.
Has your son faced any legal trouble before this incident?
No, my son hasn't faced any legal trouble before. There were some situations where he had gotten in trouble in school, and I've written emails about that. I've gone up to school and talked about a few things, but no, he's never been in trouble with the law.
What do you hope to happen moving forward? How do you see the situation being rectified?
Well, of course I want these charges to be dropped. This has been a tremendous learning experience for my son. Just being kicked out of school, having to understand at such an early age, what is policing about? What are our principals in school for? Demeanor, self-control. We've had to talk about all of these things. Not that spitting gum out of a school bus window was anything wrong. I talked to him about maybe carrying some tissue in his pocket and putting the gum in his pocket in the future, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it certainly wasn't an unnatural act to spit. Boys spit gum. The boys spit. But I says, well, from now on, carry tissue in your pocket. And if you want to spit some gum out, put it in some tissue. But rising to the level of 242 charge now, all I can do is talk to my son, and talk to him about. Sometimes in this world, not everyone reasons well. Not everyone is sensitive. Not everyone understands that there's the letter of the law and then there's the spirit of the law. And I think, unfortunately, in this case, the police department has far reached into this. In regards to wanting to put these charges on my son. And I think they've forgotten about there's a letter of the law and there's a spirit of the law. And I think we need to get back to that because it's damaging. It's damaging to my son, and it's damaging to anyone else that would be in this situation.